my goodness, I'm super scared for this interview.
No, it's not scary at all. Just go sit.
I'm so scared. Okay, what do I do? Here?
Chris will help you with the mic.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not being very good at it.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you could describe CPA in one word, what would it be?
It's a hard one.
Pick one word to describe this. Impossible. Impossible to describe all this.
Carolina Performing Arts is chocolate. Dark chocolate.
No, that's 2 words.
Well, I'm just explaining it.
Balls.
Exactly what we're hoping for.
Dark chocolate, which is actually good for you while being very sweet.
The one word I could think of is it's great.
Transformative.
Visionary.
Incredible.
Empowering.
Unusual.
Bold.
Community.
Wonderful.
Expressive.
Excellent. Inspirational.
Awesome. Cooperation. Excellence.
Expansive.
Exciting. Adventurous. Interactive.
Beautiful.
Why was it important to create this program? Because I don't think we could be the great university that we aspire to be without this ability to express what it is to be human. It is the essence of the humanities and the arts, and that's a critical part of being a great university.
It strikes me that something that was a fond, audacious dream a dozen years ago is now something that we honestly take for granted. And I know that it's not that easy, but it's part of the furniture now and a part of the town in a way that I cannot imagine not having it.
I still have a stack of thank you notes from students dating back to 2005 that I will never throw away. Each of them talks to me about the impact that a performance has had on their lives. I remember one student who wrote me a thank you note. I invited her to come down from her balcony seat to sit next to me. Truth be told, I just didn't want that seat empty. But the idea was for her to come and sit down and hear Yusu Endure. He happens to be an idol of mine. And I remember before the show began telling her what it meant to me to have such a great artist in our theater and how excited I was. And in her thank you note afterwards, she told me how much she appreciated someone like me sharing with her how much something meant to me. I didn't know that someone would find that very valuable. And I think what we find is that many of our students just want to know what people care about. And so what we have with these artists are a collection of incredibly talented and creative individuals sharing with our audiences what they care about most. And hopefully through those experiences, our students can figure out what they care about.
The most difficult time of my whole tenure, there was 9/11 and then there was the murder of Eve Carson. And of course the murder of Eve Carson was a uniquely locally focused event, and it just so happened that Joshua Bell was scheduled to play a concert here, I think 2 days later. Everyone was still in a state of shock and anguish. Joshua played a beautiful concert, but I'll never forget afterwards, he came out and he said, "I know that you're grieving," and he said, I have something I'd like to offer. It's my musical offering as a solace for your grief." And he played this beautiful evocative piece by Fauré, and it was like a benediction. I think people left this hall feeling as if some of the gloom had been lifted. I think that's the power of the arts. The arts can express ecstasy and joy, and they can express the depth of human loss and grief. And the arts have that magnificent expression of what it is to be human. And I think that happened that night.
over the last 9 years, I've always treasured the shared experience that we've had between artists and audiences. And as we look back on the last 9 years, the memories of all of those celebrations that we've had, the relationships we've developed with artists, with our campus community, with our audiences, that's why we do what we do. And it's not in simply the magic or inspiration of the performances alone, but of the lasting memories, the recollections, the moments in time that we hope to choreograph by bringing these people together. Because in the end, it's about people coming together to share an experience that can only be had in the moment.